Hey guys, welcome to BLONITY. First, my little disclaimer, this is no financial advice, my own opinion and estimates. My estimates could be completely wrong. Don't trust, always verify, understand the numbers, be aware of scammers, and you know the best how to invest your money. Please be aware that I'm invested in Hive Blockchain, Argo Blockchain, Bitfarms, Hut8, K1, DMG Blockchain, and Digihost. Okay, let's jump right into it. So Bitcoin still struggles to break the 60,000 US dollars significantly. We have to wait a little bit for this. I think on Wednesday there's the IPO of Coinbase, and I have the feeling that maybe this could change the game. Not only me has this feeling, also Plan B says here Coinbase IPO is Wednesday. Would be nice if Bitcoin would pump after the IPO and not already in the days, weeks before the IPO. And here's a clown. So I think you know what he wants to say with this tweet. I said this a week ago or so at a post with my patrons or something like this, that this IPO and Coinbase, this could be the game changer for the Bitcoin price. I mean, it's not sure, but it looks interesting that always when we go to the 61K, there's a huge sell-off here. But then always there's a rise again. So Bitcoin doesn't want to go to 50K back again or so. So it seems like more and more difficult to hold it below this 60,000 US dollars. So Bitcoin is doing not much here. Also the miners here are doing not much. Hut a little bit in green, Bitfarms a little bit red here, Hive a little bit red. Mara and Riot, they started very well, these Nasdaq US stocks, but now they're cooled a little bit off. So Mara close to 0, Riot 5%, very good operational update from them. Then we have Digihost, which is still dropping, which is crazy. But I know the reason now why they're dropping. I will tell you later in this video. So this has nothing to do with the hash rate or the fundamentals here, but this is a reporting issue, and I will talk about this in a few minutes. Then we have Canaan like minus 31%, so that's crazy sell-off here. They reported the 2020 financials here, so not a big surprise here for me. So that's it, I think. Neptune digital assets here has a nice pump again. Very interesting. So we're still waiting for the new all-time high in Bitcoin. I think before this, these mining stocks will not move again. All these shorts are sitting on them, and so it's a waste of time to complain here. I think when we get this new all-time high, not at 62, we should shoot a lot higher. Then these stocks will come free, and then we will see a rise here. Before this, nothing will happen. Whatever they will do. That's how it is right now. Okay, so that's Plan B here. Then we have another tweet here from this guy, and he's talking about the mining pool from DMG blockchain. That's the interesting question here. Can anyone throw some light on in what ballpark the DMG pool fee is? 0.5%, 1%, 1.5% with Mara's 10 exahash and other miners. It's going to be a massive money printer. Seems to be overlooked for now. That's true, because in my model I don't have these pool fees included because I don't have any disclosed numbers. But Mara is planning with more than 100 million in revenue per month at the end of the year. I think it could be more for a short period of time. And if DMG gets 1%, for example, for pool fee, there would be a lot of money for them, like 1 million a month or something like this. So that's another overlooked thing here for DMG blockchain. So so DMG blockchain is very on all fronts. They're fighting to generate revenue, and I think it will all come together for this company. I know that there are pools, mining pools between 1 and 3% or something like this, so the big pools. So it's a good number to calculate with 1%. I think maybe Mara gets a discount or so because they're a big strong partner, we don't know. But what I want to say is that DMG blockchain will also generate revenue from this thing here, because it says a monthly license fee paid in cash or Bitcoin at DMG's election with a sliding scale based on DCMNA's block rewards and transaction fees received by a pool. yeah, they will make money with this. Okay, let's move on. So then we have Riot Blockchain announces March production and operations update. So right now, every day, it seems like good news from Riot Blockchain. So they produced 187 Bitcoins for March. I think this should be the same range like Hut 8 and Bitfarms. Argo had a little bit less. They had 165 Bitcoins, but they're all close together right now. Mara will be there soon when they have these all these miners deployed for in April. They will have the same amount and then soon more. And yeah, the deployment of 2,400 S19 Pro miners, as I understand it, they are not already deployed, but there will be soon. So let's go into it. Yeah, the production in March, Riot produced 187 Bitcoin, an increase, yeah, that's for sure. We have in Q1 2021, the company produced 491 Bitcoins, an increase of 75 over its pre-halving. Yeah, okay. So 491 Bitcoins in one quarter, which is very good. Yeah, I think Hut 8 should have a little bit more. Bitfarms should have more. Argo has a little bit less. They have like 390 Bitcoins. Yeah, Hive has less because they produce most in Ethereum, but they have a lot of Ethereum. Yeah, but Riot will be soon with Mara, I think the number one here for the production. As of March 31st, 2021, Riot holds over 1,565 Bitcoin. So yeah, they announced these numbers a few days ago already, so I have this in my model included. Then they have Megan Brooks as Chief Operating Officer here. Yeah, then they bought this Whinstone facility for 650 million. We know this. Okay, what is new here? Then the additional miners here, the 42 miners to get these 7.7 exahash. We already know this. In connection with previously announced purchase orders with Bitmain in August 2020, 2,400 S19 Pro Antminers were shipped in late March and early April 2021 and are in the process of being received at CoinMint facility in Messina. Installation of these 2,400 miners is expected to be completed by late April, and upon deployment, Riot will have a total of 16,000 Antminers operating at 51 megawatts with an estimated hash rate of 1.6 exahash. So at the end of April, we can calculate like 1.6 exahash for Riot. And yeah, at 51 megawatts. So this is a great, this is such a great efficiency, to be honest. This is 30 petahash per megawatt. This is the industry lead with Mara together. Yeah, I think they will have the most efficient mining fleet there. I mean, Argo is with the new miners. It's close, but they still have some a little bit older miners, so they will not get to 30, but very close, I think. Yeah. Hash growth. By Q4 2022, Riot expects a total hash rate of a capacity of 7.7 exahash with a fleet of approximately 81,000 Antminers. Yeah, 257 megawatts. I mean, this is a huge city. 257 megawatts. You can supply a million people city with this amount of energy, or even more. That's crazy. Yeah, so these are the news here from Riot Blockchain. So they really, going forward every day. Good news here right now, and yeah, they're gonna be very huge in the future, and they're even now very big. Okay, then we have the Canaan financials here. Canaan reports unaudited fourth quarter and full year 2020 financial results. I will not go into detail, but 2020 was not a good year for the mining manufacturers and for the miners. I mean, that is no surprise. I don't know why the people are selling off like crazy, because that was expected. And yeah, the total computing power sold was 6.6 exahash, representing a year-over-year decrease of 37% from 10 exahash in 2019. So 2019 was a better year for Canaan. 2020 was hard because of the halving and so on. So they sold like 6.6 exahash, which is which would be now like yeah, 80,000 miners or something like this. So that's not much for a billion-dollar company on Nasdaq, to be honest. But I think it's all about the future. The net revenue decreased to 68 million from yeah, it's only in Chinese renminbi here, but yeah, it was very low. The gross profit was 5.8 million, and the net loss was 33 million. So a big net loss here. So let's forget 2020. That makes no sense. It's all about the future here. Let's go here. Where's the outlook? So the business outlook. As the price of Bitcoin started to move up in the fourth quarter of 2020, the company believes that its revenue will be substantially improved in 2021 and expects that its total net revenues in the first quarter of 2021 will be not less than 400 million renminbi. I think this should be something like 50 million US dollars. This forecast reflects the company's current and preliminary reviews on the market and operational conditions, and so on and so on. So if I'm correct with the 50 million US dollars, 50, maybe 60 million, I mean, that's okay, but that's not a big number for a billion-dollar company on Nasdaq, to be honest. But I think Q2, Q3 will be more growth for these companies, because I think these hardware manufacturers, in my opinion, they're more companies for the second half of 2021, because they are now ramping up their production. They try to get these chips from these manufacturers like TSMC, for example, or Samsung. And it takes time to ramp this production up, because in 2020 they were in the bear market. They had a lot of struggles there to survive, or it was a difficult time, let's say. And yeah, they're now ramping up the business, and it will take some time to see this in the financials, to make first big revenue, then later to make a huge income here. So that will take a little time. So, but it seems the market was surprised of this, and that's why we have a huge sell-off here today, like 32%. So I think in the next correction, when we get first a leg up, I will sell a little bit. I will move into one of these manufacturers. It looks like it's gonna be Canaan, if the price is fair, because that was a little bit crazy here at that time. So it seems like the market has no clue to value companies like this. It's always FOMO, and then this big sell-off. It's really crazy. It shows also the miner pricing and so on. This is, but I will wait for the next correction here, and then I will decide whether I buy it or not. I will, develop something like a valuation model for me to value these manufacturers here, because, I always look for the value. I'm not interested so much in the price, because finally, the price will follow the value. I mean, it takes some time right now, to be honest, here with the miners. But finally, when we get this leg up, I'm not concerned at all about this. Yeah, so Canaan looks cheaper right now. I don't know whether it's cheap right now. It's cheaper, but it's not. Maybe it's not cheap. I have to calculate this a little bit. I'm not sure about it right now. Okay, let's move on. We have integrated ventures here, partners with Vatum to purchase 4,800 Antminers S19J Pro from Bitmain. So what's very interesting, these are two companies, they're working together. This is integrated ventures here, and we have Vatum, which is a hoster here. You can buy the hardware there and host it there, as I understand it, and maybe they have some self-mining. I have to figure this out. You can see the prices here at Vatum, for example, for Antminer S19. With a price of 12,000 right now here. So that's a little bit crazy. But okay, that's a different topic. So back to integrated venture and Vatum. They together buy like 4,800 S19J Pro, and they will be delivered in 400 unit tranches in 12 batches, starting in August 2021 through July 2022. So both of these companies, each one get like 200 every month, as I understand it. So the price is 34 million US dollars, which is not cheap. It's 7,000 US dollars per miner. But if you see the the spot prices or the end customer prices at 12,000, it is cheap. So the spot prices are above 10,000 right now. So 7,000 is not for these companies. It's not a bad price because they're very profitable right now. But it's a lot higher than it was a few months ago, to be honest. But yeah, they will make a lot of money with these miners, and I think that's why they're calculating, and it seems to make sense here. We have these orders here, the S19J Pro, which is, as I'm aware of, the 5 nanometer miner with 100 terahash and 3000 watts. So this is the most efficient miner right now. And yeah, then they will get another order here, like 150 units of Watts miner M31S with 82 terahash at the total price of 1.07 million. So that's it's approximately the same pricing, like 6,000 or so per miner, which is a little bit less efficient. So Steve Rubak, the CEO of Integrated Ventures, provides the following commentary. The company is very pleased to secure this large-scale purchase agreement, especially during a period of scarce supply of mining hardware. Going forward, INTV is committed to deploy any raised capital for purchases of mining equipment. So this purchase effectively doubles INTV's hash rate and represents a major step in INTV's strategic growth plan, resulting in significant increase of the company's projected revenue growth rate. So here you can see the batches when they will be delivered. So it starts in April, May, August, and so on. So they will get a lot of miners here. And they say here, once all units are connected, the revenue is expected to be in the range of 19 to 21 million US dollars. So yeah, that's very difficult to calculate it right now, but yeah, at least they're growing very fast. Yeah, we will see how this all plays out. But another company which is becoming a miner here, which I like very much. The ticker for this company is INTV, by the way. And yeah, then we have Watum here. I don't know a lot about this company. I will analyze this a little bit. Maybe this is also an interesting company, but let's move on. Then we have Galaxy Digital. So yeah, Galaxy Digital is also a company where we get good news every day. So Galaxy Digital files for US Bitcoin ETF. So there are 9 ETFs out there which are open at the SEC, and they have to decide whether they approve it or not. So I think it could be the time this year to get this ETF approved, and Galaxy will play a big role. I mean, Galaxy is such a great stock. I mean, I did an analysis in November or December about this company here on YouTube. It was one of my first videos there, and I was talking about this company, how they're gonna be big and so on. I was holding this company. I mean, I bought Galaxy below 1 Canadian dollar. Can you believe this? In 2019 and in 2020. Yeah, but Galaxy is a good example what happens when you're not patient, when you sell your stocks because other stocks are moving. And I was selling Galaxy. I mean, I made a lot of money with Galaxy, but I was buying other stocks because Galaxy was very boring at that time here. You can see it here. And that's where I was selling, I think. So, but then this one happens here. And this happens always when you sold. So that's, yeah, that was for me, again, a lesson here. When you have the plan and you like a company, don't be fooled by sideways price action or so, especially with the miners right now. At some point this happens here because the value always improves in the bull market for these companies. The Bitcoins on the balance sheet, all this stuff, the increases in value, and then they break out. And Galaxy, they're everywhere, and they have such a great portfolio. And yeah, again, I did a video about this company very early, and I think this is still valid, this video, and Galaxy will be a giant. I think they could be also a $100 billion company in this year or maybe next year, like maybe Coinbase in this week. We will see, because Galaxy has such great investments. So yeah, that's always a lesson here, to not be impatient, just wait for everything to play out. You can see we had a long sideways action here. That was in January, February here. That was not so exciting. That was the time when the miners were crazy pumping. So it's not, it makes no sense to sell sell these stocks, to be honest. Galaxy is a good hold, not a trading stock in my opinion. Okay, so let's move on. So why is Digihost dropping so hard right now? So Digihost announces filing of corrected disclosure pursuant to OSC review. So to be honest, that was a bummer here to me because I have Digihost included in my model. From the fundamentals, it looked very strong because the price action was also very good in the year, and I think this could happen again. But something like this does not help, to be honest. So they had to correct their financials from Q3 2020. There was a mistake here. So corrective disclosure was requested by staff of the OSC in connection with its review of the company's base shelf prospectus. In accordance with OSC staff notice 51711, refilings and corrections of errors, the company has filed the documents noted above on SEDAR, which include restatement related to the decrease in the goodwill and share-based compensation, which were overstated by $2.9 million and $500,000 respectively. So the goodwill and share-based compensation was overstated here. So the good thing is that the revenue and the income and these things, they are not affected. So the Bitcoins on the balance sheet, and so they should be true. But they have this big mistake here. And I think that destroys a little bit the trust in this company. But I think that we all make mistakes. I don't think that it was a... that it helps them to do this stuff here by you know what I mean. So I think Digihost has had a really good run here with the news. So first of all, they announced the filing of $125 million preliminary space shelf prospectus here. So that's what the other miners did, like Hut8 and Bitfarms. So very big number here. Then they had this private placement here. Then they bought this 60 megawatt power plant. So it was a very good run. Then they bought here new miners, 700. They have a lot of Bitcoins right now mined and on the balance sheet. So, and then it started. Then there was this very cheap private placement here for the institutional investor. So maybe this has something to do with this one here. I don't know. But now this news here... I don't know what's gonna happen. There are now a few options out there to sell, to hold, or to buy more. So I personally see on the fundamental side here for Digihost a lot of upside potential because the news are very good. I think these financials are now audited, and I think it's possible that the stock stays down here for a while or a little bit. So I hope that these other stocks finally will pump when Bitcoin moves up, and then I will swap more into Digihost because it's so ridiculously cheap right now. All these indicators or all these metrics are showing this. Then I will buy more. I mean, I bought last week more, but I will wait now a little bit because the other miners first have to move, and then I will increase my Digihost position. But it looks very cheap right now, to be honest. Okay, so that was the Digihost news. So I think that's the reason for this huge drop here. Then we have some news here about Bitfarms. So we know that they have a little bit of trouble there in Quebec with the noise of their mining farms. This is French here. I cannot read it, but one of my patrons, he translated it. And it says, they received a little fine at $1,500 or $5,000 or something like this. So not big, because they had a deadline, I think, at the end of March to put in these new ventilators or these noise reducing measures there. I think they were not able to complete it because of there were these delivery problems. That's why that was a little bit delayed. But it says here in this article that they're close to complete this stuff. So I think we will have soon not big problems anymore. I hope this, because that's always not good for a company to have always this trouble with these people there. So I hope they will soon complete this noise reducing measures there, and then we will get rid of this topic here. Okay, so then here's some bullish news. Bitcoin net transfer volume from 2 exchanges, all exchanges 200-day moving average. So you can see that this bull run here looks different than the last one here in 2017. We were here and now it's dropping. So the net transfer volume from exchanges, so you can see that a lot of coins are leaving these exchanges, and yeah, that's should be very bullish. So this Bitcoin chart says it all. Net flow to from exchanges with 200 daily moving average. You can tell me this bull cycle is not fundamentally different. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a huge bull cycle and we are just at the beginning. Yeah, but we will see. So then we have another company, Neptune Digital Assets, which the stock is doing very good so far. To receive its first order of Bitcoin mining machines and to complete private placement. So they will get a few machines here. 300 ASICs S17 will produce approximately 50 terahash per machine. So that's like 15 petahash, so that's not big, but they will get more to 1,500 units. So they will have like 75 petahash or something like this. So it's a small cap mining company, but they have other stuff. I did an analysis on Patreon. Yes, Neptune has a lot of coins on the balance sheet, and that's why they have a huge income right now, because these coins are revaluating. So this income here of 6 million, these are the coins when they gain in value, like Bitcoin, for example. When the price doubles, then the revaluation doubles. So I will look into these financials again when we get new financial. I will see how this develops, because the income of revaluation is good, but we also need some revenue from other stuff, like for example from mining or from staking or something like this. So this is also very important for me. I like both. I like revenue and something like gross profit, and I like the income of revaluation, but you need both. Okay, guys, so I think that's it for today. That's it for today. Thank you very much and see you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.